What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about 7 different cryptos today. All of them are YouTube requests, and there's a couple people taking advantage of the YouTube requests, doing multiple requests. Good job, good job. Take advantage of it. Request 2 at a time. Go for it. We're still, I'm grateful. I'm at like 1,300 subscribers now, guys. The channel's going crazy. Like, I really appreciate everybody. But still small enough where we can do a bunch of requests. If you want to see a coin, a stock, or whatever, feel free to leave it in the comment section. Request your whatever it is. If you want to join the Discord, I do tend to those requests first. I make those a priority. We don't have any Discord requests tonight though, so YouTube requests are the priority, and I get to them all within a day or two, sometimes even the same day of the requests anyway. So um, it's all a priority at the end of the day. But I will leave a link in the description to the Discord. Feel free to leave your requests. So without any further ado, I'm going to go over the list of coins that we'll be talking about today. So first, starting off, obviously, we're going to be talking about METIS, DAO, METIS DAO on Coinbase here. Moving down to Injective and RUNE, all for Lowenhers. I think that's how you pronounce it. And then moving on from there, we're going to be talking about WTK, WotC Pay for Pineapple X 1990X. And then moving on from there, for Emma Bait, we will be talking about Terra and XRP. And finishing it all up for Lolo Mo, LOL, Mo. We're going to talk about Compound. So in that order, Metis, Injunctive, RUNE, WTK, Terra, XRP, and Compound. We're going to finish up with Compound. I will leave timestamps in the description. I can't talk for some reason today. Timestamps will be in the description. If you don't see them, it's because I haven't uploaded it yet, or I haven't edited into it yet. I'm going to push the video first. I'll upload the video first, and then I'll go back and edit it. But without any further explaining, let's get into this. So looking at MetaStat, I've never heard of this before. It's my first time hearing of it, actually. Let's see if we go to here, crypto. It's been around since a little bit before the middle of 2022. Maybe that was its release date for its tokens. Maybe it's been around longer than that. A lot of projects, man, they'll like start the day that they create their token. There used to be, I remember like it used to be like projects would be in the works for like a year or at least like 6 months or something, but like a year or longer, and then they'd finally release their token. But that doesn't happen anymore. Enough of that. Let's do this here. So looking at the high to low, we're above the 382. Went above the 382. Looks like you're finding support on it now. Weekly RSI looks pretty strong. If you were to close this week below the 60, that wouldn't be ideal. So get back up, get this week. I'm pretty sure. Let me actually see. Did you? Yeah. If you could close this week green, that would actually be very, very bullish. Not only are you bouncing off your 382, but you'd be bouncing off your 60 level too. That'd be very bullish. You probably would go up to the 25 to 28.5 level in a very, very short amount of time. I do want to see this low to high right here real quick. Yeah, you're 382. Both of those. Oh no. Okay, you kind of went to your 382 there. Not bad, not too shabby. Let's move on to the daily. Daily RSI. I know it looks like it's getting kind of weak, but you do have hidden bullish divergence. You've got a double bottom here, like right on your 50 level, really close to that. Keep going. Just don't turn around from here. Keep going. That's really all I got to say. Support on a previous area of resistance, yeah, it looks good. I would think you continue. You probably will see, you're at 1788, you probably do see that $25 to $28 in a very short amount of time. Overall, if you were to achieve new all-time highs, you could see a price ultimately go to over $100, over $200 even, and it could go further than that. But not a whole lot of historical data to go off of, so that's really all I've got for this thing. I do like the weekly RSI as long as we can close this week green. It doesn't really matter where you close it, just close it green. It could be 0.01% green, close it green. It'll give you the opportunity to bounce off of a significant level that you found resistance on twice before. If you could find support on it, that would be really nice to see and promote some further growth. Real quick, I suppose I'll do this real quick. Ooh, yeah. To your 1618, coming back to your 100 level. You don't see that as often, but when you do see it, it implies a strong move. So yeah, you could be getting ready to go up higher. All right, cool. That's all I got for this one. Let's move on to injective. I don't know. Injective. INJ. Oh, okay. INJ USD on Coinbase as well. This one's been around since 2022 as well. It hasn't been around longer than that, just not on Coinbase. Yes, it's been around a lot longer than that, since 2020. Okay. Nice bottom. Nice bottom in July to November of 2022. Um, some people would call this a W. I don't know what this is formally called. I've called it this. I'll tell you what I'm going to call it. I've called it this a few times on my channel. It's just been a second since I've seen one, but I call it the reverse bow because it reminds me of like a bow, right? Like if you like you've got your I forget what these are called. Maybe you got your bowstring and your wood. I don't know. I obviously don't use a bow, guys, but it looks like you would put your arrow going this way, and it's the reverse bow because your price action actually goes the opposite of how the arrow should be going. But all in all, it's just like a W with an M in it, and you can see them at the top too. Um, this is kind of like one, but not quite. This is more picture perfect in my opinion. All that to say, I do like this bottom. You've got the nice two kind of curved shapes there, beautiful to see. Um, Definitely had some bullish divergence, not technically, but still like kind of on your weekly basis here. Let's see, what are you doing? I'm just appreciating that, even though that's not gonna really help with the immediate term stuff. You're very overbought right now. Very, very overbought. You've been overbought for a little while. It wouldn't be crazy if you were to pull back from here. Let's see, from top to bottom, deep extensions hit. Let's do another one, top to bottom. Top to bottom here. Nope, nope. That is not right. Come on now. There we go. All the way up at your 886. Okay, yeah, looking good, man. I'm gonna delete this. Actually, hold on. 61869 hit, found support, second attempt. I mean, you broke through it on both your attempts, so I really do think you're going to see new all-time highs any day now. You could pull back to your 69618 area, this little white zone here, pull back, previous area of resistance, find support on it, and then continue to go higher. Maybe because you're at your 886, you pull back just to your 786 and then go up. 786 is also a previous area of resistance, so find support there and then go higher. You are grinding this 886. So again, if you do turn down from here, I don't think that this will last the next time you come up, but you could go up. We're going to look at the shorter term time frames and see if this idea of turning down dissipates. But all in all, you're sitting at $16.50. I bet you go to $59 to $173 relatively soon. Really, I mean, obviously within the year of 2024, but probably if I had to guess, I would say within the first half of that year, let alone what you're going to do for the rest of the cycle. I don't know enough about this thing to kind of to determine that personally. But let's see. Looking at the daily, yeah, yeah. Let me go. We're going to go to the Coinbase for the volume here. Yeah, decreasing volume. RSI looks a little. I would think you come down. Yeah, you probably do. Again, where would that be though? We don't really have it on this chart, so we'll just have to go off the relative fibs. I feel like this low would be the one to take. Right there, 1256. What was that? 786 at 1256. This one's at 13. So yeah, you could go a little bit below $13. That 786 is right there, just barely, but like basically at $13. Going down to 1256 wouldn't be too crazy at all. You could go all the way down to about $9 to $9.7. You absolutely could go that low. That is your golden ratio itself. But I don't know, man. You've been overbought for a while. You're showing a lot of strength. Going down to the 382 might be enough to send you down to your overbought zone, bounce off it, get a positive reaction. When you get strong moves, you bounce off your 382 and then you go up. It's a very common thing. Let me see. I wonder what you like to do. I might have to go back to the other one for this. I just wanted to look at the volume. Spending a little bit too much time on this one, but that's okay. Gotta make sure. Like, look at that. You went up right here from your relative low to high, bounced off your 382 and went higher. You went a little bit below your 382, but you held the 382 as support. Here, you actually held your 236 as support. And then here, I mean, maybe you hold that 236, but that's at about $10, so that's even a little lower than what I was expecting. Yeah, I think you could absolutely see it go around anywhere from, like, let's say $9 to $13, somewhere in that range. Probably below $13, and probably, I would guess, probably closer to that 12.50 range, but we'll see. Down from here is what I would think. 4-hour RSI looks like it wants to do that too. Wrestling this purple line, yeah, I would think you want to go down. So that's injective. Let's move on to Rune here. I'm trying to breeze through these. I spent a little too much time on that one, but that's okay. Sometimes seeing these coins that I haven't done TA on before, I want to make sure that even though I'm trying to move through it fast, I want to try and make sure I'm not missing anything. Here you do have some nice hidden bullish divergence where you have lower or higher lows here in the price, but lower lows in your RSI. Price is continuing to climb. You are giving it back on the RSI, but you're staying in bullish areas of control. You're staying in strong readings, and you're not giving it back in the price. That's why you get lower lows here, but higher lows there. Beautiful to see. Nice to see. It definitely implies continuation. Not a whole lot of volume. Your volume is dying off as you're getting higher, but that doesn't mean that you couldn't make another run. Maybe this next run above this high is your last run before you see some kind of more dramatic sell-off, unless we get some more volume to come in. But maybe you don't get volume to come in and it continues to go higher. Like, who knows? 4-hour looks good, looks really strong. Yeah, like refusing to get to the oversold zone, refusing it. You have no problem being overbought, but refusing the oversold zone. You actually just got overbought since the last time that you were at these highs here. So yeah, I think you probably do continue. Volume on the 4-hour looks like it's increasing a little bit, so that's nice to see. I want to go to the USDT. Let's see about that one. Yeah, volume's increasing. Nice, definitely nice. Probably higher, probably higher. From top to bottom here, you're sitting at $6. I bet you go above $7 in no time. You're at your 618, 69, broke above it already on a daily basis. Nice to see. Let's see how you're doing on the 4-hour. Yeah, you're bouncing off of that 618. Beautiful. And maintaining. Yeah, I think maybe by the end of this week, you could be at a new high compared to that. Is that a new all-time high? No, it's not. Okay, just a new relative high. Very small fib retracement range here. You could see deeper extensions. Absolutely, you could see deeper extensions. So this is the expected range between the 7 and the 8 here, but you really could see prices above $10 too in no time. But I would think potentially by the end of this week, before the end of the month even, you could see, and I know it's the 28th, it would actually be the 29th technically on this day, right? Yeah. You could see this thing being up above 730, maybe even above $8 in a very, very short amount of time. That would be my expectation. I like the 4-hour, I like the 1-hour, and I like the daily. It all fits. So looking at the weekly's hot, but it can get hotter. That's for sure. Let me just see real quick before we end this one. Top here, coming down. 618, man. You're just grinding that previous area of support over here. Yeah, you're grinding it right now. You look like you're not rejecting it. You look like you're gonna reach through it, man. And that 786 is all the way up there at $10. Potentially the 886 at 14, previous area of resistance. Wouldn't be crazy. This might be the zone to look for over the coming weeks, maybe by the end of the year. It could be a lot higher. You're on a tear right now, man, that's for sure. But one way or another, I think Rune does continue to go higher from here. Moving on from there, that's all we got for Low and Hers. Moving on to WTK for Pineapple X. Let's see here. Bullish, super bullish chart, man. I really like this chart a lot. Yeah, it looks good. I had some doubts back here, right, because it looked like it was breaking this ascending structure, but it held it, man. Let's see what you're doing right now, though. I suppose is a little no, it's not concerning, man. You've checked back. And hit this line a few times for support. Previous area of resistance that you checked a few times, had a dramatic sell-off. You might have a dramatic pump from here. Let's see what the weekly RSI is doing. Weekly is strong. You went down to your bullish area of control, literally the bottoms of it at the 60 level, and you're showing a positive reaction. As of now, we still have 4 days and 11 hours left on this chart. But at the current rate of growth, you look like you're going to have a bullish engulfing candle tipping this line, tipping this area, significant area on the RSI itself. This could really send you to new highs, new relative highs from here. And the fact that you just broke out of this range, this accumulation phase that you were in for a while, you broke out of that about, I mean, this is your 5th week out of it now, and you've tested it as support a few times. I would think you're going to see a more spectacular move than this one or than this one, maybe something more like this, or maybe even more spectacular than that. Let's see. Let's see here. Top to bottom. Wrestling going between that 0.5 and 382. Yeah, man, you're probably going to see prices around 7 to 10 cents in no time. No time at all. I don't know if it'll be by the end of this week, but maybe by the end of this year. If not, probably by the end of Q1 next year. I love it. I like this, man. That daily RSI is bullish as hell. Yeah, really good. Really nice, honestly. I think it does. I don't think it goes lower. I think you're going to, if it goes lower from here, like I don't think it goes lower than these lows here. I think that you're on your way up and up and up over the coming days, coming weeks, and you will take this high out. Probably 7 to 10 cents in a very short amount of time is what I would think. When I say short amount of time, I don't mean today, tomorrow. It could be today or tomorrow, but I more mean potentially in like the next month, if not maybe the next couple months, few months, something like that. So that's all I got for WTK. Looks good. Looks pretty good right now. 4-hour RSI, I like it. Yeah, all the it looks strong. It looks like it wants to continue to grow. Yeah, nothing to be concerned about in my opinion. Unless if this week closes red, that could change the story. Okay, if this week closes red, so look for that. Same thing as what I was saying about METIS Dow. Get this week to close green. I don't care if you get a bullish engulfing week or not, but get it to close green because then you'll get this bounce off the 60. That'd be really nice to see. So get this thing to close green. Terra Luna, Taraxa, not Terra Luna. It's Taraxa. Terra KuCoin. What a dramatic run, man! Just crazy. This is one that I missed, man. I'm not happy about it, but you can't win them all. Again, just a very beautiful bottom, man. You've got this. It's like an Eve and an Eve, or an Eve and an atom. I would say that almost looks like an Eve and an atom. Eve is your soft, atom is your hard. Like that's just the structure of it. If you look up Adam and Eve patterns, you can see what I'm talking about. Though I do believe Eve and Adam patterns are stronger. I think that's because I think the thought. I'm just kind of spitballing here. I don't know for a fact, but I would assume, a soft kind of transition versus V-shaped recovery. V-shaped recoveries themselves are very strong signals. Pair that with the double bottom and the bullish price pattern that you have as well. I think that's why Eve and Adams are probably stronger signals than Adam and Eve's. And you generally see them as bottoming patterns. I don't know if I've ever actually seen them as topping patterns. Um, but anyways, moving on from this, just going over the fundamentals here. You do have bearish divergence on your weekly. You do. It is printed, not necessarily confirmed, but with this look, I would think that you would at least come back to about 90% of a penny. Here you are sitting at 1.75, so about a 50% drop from here, a little bit less than a 50% drop from the current price. Could be at hand. From low to high, let's see here. That comes just above your 618. I've been seeing it a lot of times with alts these days where they won't hit their 618, but they will go below their 0.5. It kind of stop in this middle of nowhere range. Let's see if we can get a greater fit to kind of tell us a more in-depth story. No, not really. It doesn't make sense. But it doesn't have to stop there. It could go lower. It absolutely could go lower. I don't think it'll go lower than these lows, but you saw dramatic increase followed by, it doesn't look that dramatic. That's a pretty dramatic crash from top to bottom. It's a 72% drop. Pretty dramatic. Not as much volume coming up on the second go here. And let's see. Oh, you know what? This actually would be a good fit to take. I bet this one will do good for us. Let's see. Top to bottom here. Yeah, 1414 topped off there. To go back to this previous high where the divergence formed, that's at your 618 right there. That 0.009 level, just a little bit below that, wouldn't be crazy at all. And you could go all the way down to 0.0066, something like that, absolutely. But lower is what I would think, just based off of that. RSI, yeah, I would think that you want to go lower, man. You got the double top here. You do technically have hidden bullish divergence, but it wouldn't take much to negate that. It really wouldn't take much from here. You just have to close a day. I mean, 13.7%, which for this thing isn't much. So, best hopes, best case scenario is that you do hold this 886. I know a lot of you are licking your chops though for this thing. You want to get in at cheaper prices. Um, and that would kind of be my best guess is that you probably will see those cheaper prices. It'll probably go back uh, well below this wick here, probably around the weekly closing high um, on the 7th of August there that week. So that is all I have for Taraxa. Daily RSI looks a little weak. 4-hour RSI, you know, it looks kind of constructive right now. I'll give it to you. But you could be turning around at a place that you found support before, that you've turned around before. You've been oversold. You're having a hard time getting overbought. Like it fits the bill, man. Fits the bill. You're getting these bullish looking moves, but with no follow through, right? Bullish move, but there's no follow through. So um, I don't know, man. We'll see. Let this thing, kind of play out. But I do think that it goes lower. That's my interpretation of it, at least at the moment. So I can be wrong. Been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. XRP. Talking about XRP. Let's see here. Kraken, Binance. Which one? Which one has the most? Crypto. Sure, we'll use crypto. I just want to do this top to bottom here real quick. 2272. Support on the 1272 up to 1886. Kind of a bearish look on your weekly. I remember this. I remember what I was gonna say. Yeah. Okay. Cool. We don't even need all that, man. Let's go. Let's go to the Binance chart. Yeah, that's fine. We're in this little trend right now, right? We've been in this trend, um, and we break out of it and we break back into it. It might be a multi-layered kind of uptrend, but something like this with your ascending trend line there, and probably something like this, maybe a little bit more parallel, something like this with your descending trend line. I think you're in a channel because you probably have another ascending trend line, something like that, just like above, but like parallel as well, something like that. You can break above this line and it's okay, but you won't be, obviously, you're not long lived above it. And I've said that since we were down here, and I was calling for us to go up to this line. And I said that anything above it, that we would likely probably give it back. And it looks like we're doing that. All we're going to do probably is come back down to the bottom of this line, form another higher low, and just slowly crawl our way up. We're going to crawl our way up until we see this top and we're ready to break out, right? We're just going to work our way up. And once you know it, this kind of, if it does this kind of look, this is right around the time of the halving. We could be getting ready to break out for XRP. But I think down right now, getting caught up in the theory, rejection off the overbought zone isn't a good look in itself. You are out of the bullish area of control. Daily RSI looks weak. It looks like it wants to go to the oversold zone. Um, Again, kind of a bullish looking candle, but no follow through. Your bearish candles are getting follow through. This one was the end, but it had follow through from the beginning ones. So um, let's see. And you're rejecting your 50 area potentially. So yeah, I think you go lower. You probably go lower. Again, if you want to know where, just kind of zoom out. Imagine that that's like a channel. Draw the bottom line to the best fit that you can. Probably around there is where you're going. And this is on a weekly basis. We're still up here. It's probably going to come down here. I doubt it just shits down there, though it can do that. I would think it's probably more going to take going into December before we find that low, and then maybe have like a last week or 2 week rally for XRP, something like that. Because it looks like it likes to go up a lot faster than it likes to go down. Moments of excitement to the downside, but more excitement to the upside for sure. So that's all I got for XRP. Finishing it up with Compound here. Compound USD on Coinbase, sure. That's a line. I'm not trying to draw a line. Let's see. I like the RSI. I forget when the last time I talked. I feel like I talked about Compound recently, but I really do like this weekly RSI a lot. Higher lows throughout, higher highs throughout. You are above your 50 right now. You rejected your bullish area of control, but maybe more found resistance. Didn't straight reject it, right? But let's see. You're overall in this kind of area of accumulation, right? You're doing your thing back here, came down, and now we've been moving sideways since June 22nd or June of 2022, and just accumulating. And what's really nice about Compound is whenever it breaks this thing, man, it's probably going to do so in a spectacular fashion. Here we are sitting at $51 right now. I very much believe this thing could see new all-time highs in the cycle and potentially like well beyond that. I actually have an $8,000 price target for this thing by the end of the cycle. But regardless if that happens or not, here we are at $51. When this pops, it'll likely go back to like the top of where this like downfall started. I would think we would at least go pull a 10x or potentially even a 20x in a very, 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 very short amount of time. 10 to 20x from here. So it's got that going for it. But let's look at the more immediate stuff. Is it going to go down? Is it going to go up? Like right now? That's the hopes to figure out. Right? I'm not a fan of this daily look. You are above your purple line, but the purple line's postured down. Your RSI is rather neutral, but it's shown strength, but hey, you're bouncing off your 50. Keep going up, man. You're at a point where you could, in fact, get oversold, and if you do get oversold, you might go lower than this. If you go lower than that, you're going to have to find support probably around the 40 level, something like that. I don't think you take these lows out, but you are still in this area of accumulation. So even if you were to take these lows out, it's nothing to be concerned with, right? You could, I mean, right now you could be making a move all the way down to $30. It's totally possible. I hold Compound. I have a bag packed at this. I don't want to see it drop that low, but it absolutely can. It might not. It might not. You know, maybe we're also in this. I didn't mean to click the replay button. Maybe we're in this like ascending channel here, like XRP is, and we're just going to test the bottom of this line and then continue to go up. Something like that could happen, you know. But the daily RSI, I'm not really convinced. I'd say this is kind of a rather neutral look. I don't like the way that the price looks right here, but I suppose it's not all bad. The 4 hour does look weak, so I would think, I guess, just based off of what I'm seeing, I would think we probably go down from here. Maybe we form a slightly higher low than this. That's at about $47, $46. Maybe we go to like $48 or something like that. But probably a little bit lower from here, and then we can resume our uptrend or continue to go higher. Or yeah, I mean, like we're still in our accumulation range, so I guess we're on an official uptrend. But I just mean this more like immediate uptrend that we've been in, I guess, since September, something like that. Yeah. So that's all I got. I think Compound's probably going down in the more immediate term. Same thing with XRP. Same thing with Terra. WTK looks pretty good. RUNE looks pretty good. METIS DAO has hopes to go up if it can close the week green, and I'm pretty sure I said Injective looks like it wants to take a little break as well. But all of these things look good. Or maybe am I remembering it wrong? Maybe it was Injective that looked good, and RUNE that needed some downside. I forget. I'm getting all caught up. No, yeah, Injective looks like it wants to go down a little bit. Oh, no. Maybe it was. Maybe. No. It was this one. Yeah. Down to, I said, like 13 to 10, right? Something like that. Yeah. I'm getting all caught up. I don't want to go back and do TA again, man. But that's all I got for you guys. If you like the video, leave a thumbs up. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. I got nothing else to say. So yeah, adios. Bye bye.